Coach Leonard was able to meet with the team last week and perhaps share a little bit of what his vision was, because he had mentioned he wanted to do that before the bye week even happened. What did you learn about maybe what he sees for this place? And
learned he's got a plan, that's always refreshing. I mean, he's got he set it all up for us. What an offseason looked like, what a season looked like, how everything will work as far as academics to nutrition to recovery to training room. I mean, he went through everything, so it was really informative. And I know the guys enjoyed it. He enjoyed it. So it was good to kind of just hear that plan out loud and the little changes he was going to make. So it was good, really good.
Do you get the sense of how important this last month is? I mean, obviously every game is important. You only get so many, but just kind of what it could mean for the future for Coach Leonard to have it.
Yeah,
I mean, to be a part of it.
Yeah, I think just this team in general. I mean, for everybody, we just want to win. We got 4 more guaranteed opportunities to win, and that's what we're all focused on. It's how can we finish the season out the way we want to and kind of write the story how we want to write it. So, I think it's a big opportunity for us.
You guys have a lot slimmer of an injury report than we saw, obviously, for Purdue.
Yeah.
Coach Leonard said you guys are going to be getting Hunter back this week. Some of the other guys maybe TBD, but what is it like to get some of those guys back, have that bye week, and have guys being healthy?
It's awesome. I mean, when you get a chance to, I think I've hit it before, but just seeing those guys every day in the training room when I'm just down there doing prehab and stuff like that, seeing them going through their recovery, it's really fun seeing those guys get back out there. And even today, just in a walkthrough, you got 4 or 5 guys back that are healthy, that are excited. So it kind of brings like a new energy to the group. So it's great having those guys back.
You said after the win, heading into the bye week, that Coach Leonard has been in the room with you and Coach Ingram in terms of just reviewing film and all that. Has that kind of helped you getting that newer perspective, the fact that he's around a lot more, breaking down stuff?
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of, you go back and look at everything we've done throughout the year and how it's kind of a backwards approach, but how like a D coordinator's looking at our offense and how they're breaking it down and where we've been attacking the field, how we've been playing, and Coach Leonard, I mean, he sees us every day, so he knows what we're running, and he kind of brings that alternative aspect to, all right, how are people going to try to defend that, and how can you have the next punch, stuff like that. So we have a really good situation going right now.
Jimmy Cook's week too?
Oh yeah, it always is.
Skyler and Chimmer have both emerged as really consistent downfield threats for you. What have you seen from each of those guys in the time you spent working with them that's allowed them to
a bunch.
Those roles? And
a
I
bunch.
guess what does each of those guys bring that may be different or the same that help you?
Yeah, I mean, I think just like that group right now, I mean, I think all those guys, Dean, Skyler, Kalu, Chim, like that whole room. I think the one thing they do is they bring that approach to practice. And people always say you practice how you play. And I think that describes that room to this point. I mean, they go at it every day in practice, no matter if their legs are tired, if they're a little banged up. I mean, their approach has been so consistent where it just like the only option is for it to show up on game day. So it's been really cool, their approach, just how they've taken care of their bodies. I mean, they've taken some shots, so it's been a really cool on my end to see that and how they've kind of responded through the weeks.
What about their skill sets, I guess, Chimmer and Skyler?
Yeah, I mean, they're smart. They're really smart. I mean, I don't go and turn on the tape of other teams, but I'm sure guys just have guys either run deep or like just little simple things. And this offense and what they're running, and they're tied into the run game. They got rules on every run play on who they're blocking, when they're not. In the pass game, we have so many different combos off of different coverages that they have to know, they have to own. They're so smart, and then just athletically, they're so talented. I mean, Skyler's made some amazing catches. I mean, Chim's really good in space. Chim knows how to get open, and he kind of forced that. I mean, you turn on the tape anytime you get man, I mean, he's winning. So that's one thing about Chim where I'm so confident in his one-on-one matchups, he's going to win it. And same thing with Skyler too, and that guy over there.
As a quarterback who's gone up against Hunter in practice, what do opposing quarterbacks, in your opinion, need to worry about him?
I'd say speed. I mean, one thing that just stands out to me about Hunter is like his first practice here. They just single high man coverage. I tried to look him off, held him I looked off just a little bit. Usually with Torch, I kind of got to hang and really make sure Torch is running that way, but looked him off for a second and threw a vertical, and just his closing speed was just something that was just different. So I'd say his speed in general it's big time.
Graham, if you look at the numbers of the offense in certain categories, third down conversions, red zone, it's better, and your numbers are better.
Yeah.
So just for you individually, if you would list factors why you have switched and flipped your numbers in a better direction this year, what are some of the factors you would attribute it to? Probably more than one, I'm guessing.
That's one big one. I'd say you just going through it. I mean, you can only learn how to do that if you go through the other end of it. That's it. You just got to actually learn through it. Some guys just get buried in it. But I'd say there's just this group as a whole. I mean, you go through a season like last year where it was like touchdown and interceptions were right next to each other. You're like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And that's obviously an area you got to improve. So I mean, you got to go through. You got to learn how to take care of the ball. You got to learn how to make plays. So I'd say in general, that's a big picture answer. But there's so many different things that go into that.
One thing Jim mentioned downstairs was just about you individually was that this is your second and third time seeing defenses that you faced before, and that has to have helped you.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. I mean, there isn't a coverage or a blitz I haven't seen. That's what gives a quarterback confidence going into a game. I mean, no matter what they throw at you, you're gonna have an answer. So, I mean, I've seen from him or any other D coordinator, I've seen everything you got. So, yeah, I mean that gives this whole group confidence. I mean, guys know the looks. I mean, we watch it during the week, we see how they're getting to things and how to get open, how to win. So there's a lot of different aspects that go into it.